Up and running again. Hope you finally started up. Alright, this is Town Dog and I'm back. We're gonna try a little short hop today. Well, might be a pretty good little hop. It's gonna be, I don't know how far, but it's all the way across the map with it not zoomed, maybe a little more. So it should be a pretty good little flight. And we're gonna leave here and this little plane we in, and we're gonna fly. I wish I'll introduce the plane here in a minute. We're going to leave here and we're going on heading about 090 to Northway Airport, which is PAOR, altitude of airport altitude of 1,761 feet. That's roughly what I'm sitting here now. And it's got two runways. Uh, four, I believe that's 4 and 27. I wrote my numbers together. My altitude of 3,296 feet at the runway at Northway. And we just got a BOR 11630. We won't be stopping there. We'll be passing through. It's roughly 090 from here, give or take a little. And the VOR, if it's not right, the VOR will bring me to that airport. I'll leave that airport on a heading of about 130, and we'll be going to Beaver Creek. It's a little airport, CYXD, and it's got two runways gravel, and it's 13 and 31. There's 3,136 feet long, altitude of, where do I put the altitude at? It don't matter when I'm gonna stop anyway, so the altitude of 2,196 feet. And we believe it's got a 80, the ADF or NDB 239. We'll be going out it on a leg of about radial of about 090 again to another place like where we're sitting now. Not going to introduce that just yet. Let's check the plane. Now this plane I found a long time ago. It was somebody special made up they made, I think, but not for me. I found it just rambling the freeware. And let's see what we got here. It's a pretty little plane, I'll tell you that much. Let's just slide this thing back here and look at it. It looks almost like a helicopter on the top, but it ain't. This is a D-18 amphibian. Now the ballpark in amphibian is roughly the same thing, both with D-18 without a tail wheel. The only thing, this has got floats with wheels and water rudders. And it's called Gold Rush. That was the name of when I found it. That's the reason this flight is called Gold Rush. The name of the flight is Lake to Lake. And we're sitting here on the shore. There's the water right there. Now, if everything goes right, we're going to roll out that water and cruise around a minute. And we're going to take off and head to that VOR. But before we start up here, let's do a little bookwork. I said that VOR at that airport, just right out there. It ain't very far out there at the airport, I don't think. 11630. Right there. Did it come on? Let's look right here. It's not on. We're too low, too far away. But that was right like just whoop. But yeah, got them too. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this NDB up for that last leg, cause we're not gonna be nothing else on it anyway. If it comes on fine, if it don't, we'll get there and use it. And it's at Beaver Creek. It's 239. Right there. That shouldn't be on either, because I know that's by the way that VOR is. That's on down way down the road from here, and this is all we're sitting in Alaska, and we'll be flying across the border into Canada. The other airport's in Canada, and the first airport is in Alaska. Now, this airport here in Alaska is one that I put up a little video. It's a couple years old probably, something like that, or a few years, at least a year or so old. When it shows an airport that was in 2020 that was messed up, and we was flying in there on cross country, and I didn't have an airport, so it all broke up, and I found it, but you couldn't, took forever to find it. It was broke all up in the trees and everything else. They have fixed it in 2020, but I'm not in 2020 today. I don't know. Well, I went on yesterday and checked it. I think it was yesterday before, and they have fixed the airport. It's right now. But anyway, we're gonna get this thing here started up. We got a couple of weird homemade looking panels. That's the original with some changes. That's a 3D, and that's the 2D. That is mine. That is, of course, I'm gonna say the panel itself was already in here probably, and I just put the gauges on it. Might have done a little work to it other than that, but I mainly put the gauges on it. Now these gauges down here are pop-ups right there. Of course, there's some original pop-up here. But now, to start it, we need the electrical panel where we can read it. Right there. We need the throttle panel where we can see it. Right there. And it's on the panel up here. I've got a flaps and wheels indicator. The wheels are down. Shows the tip loop down, and it shows them up. We got 3 down and should be down in green, I guess. But anyway, there they are, and we're gonna see if we can't get this thing moving. The wheels are, like I say, on stands coming out of these floats, and then we got the water rudders. So when we get ready to use the water rudders, we'll have to let them down. Raise the wheel, let the water rudders down. All right, let's get this thing ready to go. Here we go. Now what we want to do now first, I think, throttles are cutting lean and cuts where they're at. Now they're rich and on. Now we're going to turn the magnetos on, 2 per engine, 1 left, 1 right. Then we're going to turn the fuel pumps on, and we should have a full tank of fuel. This should do it right here. I worked for an hour. The engine start button 2 wouldn't come on. I think when they come on, they're old gauges. They ask you to run them, and I got tired clicking. Yeah, I clicked no one. It just happened to be a switch. I wasn't sure what happened. It wouldn't come up. I had to go all the way out and take the plane out and reinstall it before we recognized it being in there. But I got it back up. There it is. So let's start the engine 1. There's engine 1. Engine 1's running. Engine 2's running. Alright, now we took these pumps off. You don't need the pumps once they crank. And we'll get rid of this throttle indicator. We won't need it on this part of it. We won't need these electrical panels. There we go. Now we're back in here. And like I said, I done set these 2 up. I've got to take these pop-up. We don't need it right now. Take it down. We're going to go outside the plane. We may use the pop-ups outside the plane. Now what we're going to try to do, ease off into the water without it acting silly. I don't think it will, but it could. I drove up on it back a while ago. I had to wiggle around a little. Just right off in the water. Okay, now I'm gonna raise the wheels up. Go inside. Indicator. wheels up. It'll take them a few minutes. They're up, okay. Then we're gonna go outside. And my water rudders are above the water there on the back of the floats. And we're gonna let them down. Now that's what steers the plane in the water. Now we can piddle around here a little bit if we want to before we take off. Ain't no hurry. On guess. And here we go. Now, so pretty little lake here. I was going to take off the airport. I decided I saw that lake and I figured I would really take off the lake in this plane. And we'll go from lake to lake. Turn too hard, it acts a little uptime. That's where you stop it, move forward. You stop, you turn around, and it'll slide to the top. I got no brakes out here. So let's put the flaps down a little bit. So we turn across the lake, we get ready to get out of here. Alright, down to the lowest place to take off to. Looks like the longest part of the lake too, possibly. In there. Already the water rudder's up. You ain't no indicator. I need to put an indicator for them. I don't have one. Flaps up. Now my radios are set up. I set about 090 to the other airport. It looks like it'll be about 080 ready to 790. Green arrow is straight to the VOR. Let's go to it. These planes are a little bit sluggish, toting them floats around. I'm at 2,000, looks like about 5,000 feet. Make it 4,500 for now. We'll change it later if we need to. 4,500. And we're gonna go right there. I don't know what it'll fly for speed. This one pretty fast though. Now what I did, I found this plane, like I said, it was a standalone. And I had already had the ball powers, and the ball powers had a set of amphibians within. So I took the plane apart, put it into my amphibians with the other one. It just made it one of the ball powers. It's still the same plane. I think I've used the airfoil off this one for both of them, but either way, I made it. I tied them together, made them work. But now we're going to get out across here. Let's get these two up here. On these two. Have I got any DMEs? I do. 19 miles to the airport we headed to. I need to make all this smaller. Don't need to be this big. And also, of course, I had to set down about that much. Later on, I created a space at the top automatically. I had done on this one. It looks better. I could go into the file and change all this. Make it do all this by itself, but not today. I done spent a couple hours playing this thing anyway, trying to get it up running. Like I said, a lot of these planes they had down the mountain so long, and I don't know how they're working on now. But we are flying pretty well straight into the VOR. That's 15 miles away. We're gonna leave this VOR, like I said, on a heading of 130, which would be now, I don't know how close this is. Up here in the Alaska area, the compass will drive you nuts trying to use it in here. Now, I just used a protractor and tried to do it on the screen, check the distance direction. I don't know where north actually is. Up here somewhere it splits from one side to the other side, and it won't work. So I'm hoping I can stay close enough to find my markers. The gold needle on the right will be the secondary marker, and I got to be within 40 miles to get it on. So I can use that right there to give me an idea of what I'm going to. This might be a really short flight, but I believe the second leg of this is probably pretty good ways. I don't know how far. I didn't turn the airspeed on. Let's see what it's doing. It's doing 2 fields. Actually doing over 2 fields. I'm slowing it down. We'll go for that. The plane click on pretty good anyway. Put it back on 220. Flaps are all up. No, they ain't. Supposed to be. I guess I didn't push it now. Up, down. They just down a little bit. They went down enough to create no big problem. Now we should have had a full tank of fuel. I really didn't check it. Should have had 300 something gallons. That's quite a bit. Oh, we got a lot of fuel. A lot of time. Oh, we're using 92 gallon an hour at this speed. Done use 14 gallons just before since we cranked it up. Well, I used a little of parking, I guess. I started off in the lake. It took me a long time to get back that lake up on that bank. If you wanted to climb that steep bank, turn over, and I had to change it a little. All right, we're getting ready to turn this thing. We are up here somewhere. The right-hand needle starting to move. The airport right down there, the markers on. Alright, that's turning on the VOR right there. Alright, we're on the road and our DME on the right's not on, so if we're over 40 miles out or we're not high enough or something. I could climb to 6,000 to 8,000 just to try to get a better signal. I'm trying about 8,500. Looking for a signal. It may be a bump or two out here. We're supposed to stay in this valley, but we may overshoot the edges of the mountains. But not really watching the terrain. But I can fly around this stuff if I have to. I need to, or wanted to. Alright, there she goes. This is like this. Not the sound that came on that plane. I didn't like the sound of it, and I picked up my, I think the DC-3 was put in it. And it had one of those times this plane also, after I shut everything down, it was sitting idling. But even though I turned the engine off, it still had idling sound. I went in the airfoil and took that out and stopped it. Now it's quiet when I cut it off. Well, not the airfoil, but the sound config. They're supposed to have a sound that runs down when it shuts off and then quits, but instead of running down, quitting, it'll go down, it'll go down, it'll go down, it'll go down, over and over and over. Instead of it's not exactly. Well, I just duplicated my file so I'd have it, but if I messed it up, then took part of it out, saved it, and it worked. If it didn't, I could put the old file back. Alright, we're going here. The gold needle's up, so that is where the gold needle's telling me where the airport's at. Let's go to it. I was quite a ways off. I figured I might be up here a bit up north. It's a lot harder to do up here to get the direction you want. Like the gold needle on the right to the top. Fly straight into the NDB. As a gravel airport we come upon, we could land if we wanted to. We might. Depending on how long it takes to get there, more or less. Turn slow, turn a little too much. All that off down yonder to the left, I think that's more where that opening out there yonder. That lake probably goes where we're going. Probably a creek. Beaver Creek's where we're headed. Let's see if it's on the GPS anywhere. Get rid of this. That's probably it right there. Yeah, YXQ. That's the DME right there. The gravel airport. There's a lake out there. So we're not that far away. It ain't gonna take it long. Oh, 60 miles or so. I'm gonna slow down just a little. I don't need to be that big or fast. I didn't need that slow down. Come down about 175 or this plane won't fly under 100, I don't think. It could be glad to. Be right back. planes at now. Should be getting close. We're going right down past it. Alright, let's see. At the airport, I'm gonna say I'm at the ADF. Let's see where we at. 40 miles middle of the airport, 30 something miles when I looked. DME is going under me. Probably, looks like. And I was gonna leave here on the heading of, we're going to that lake right there, I'm pretty sure I'm looking at it to the left there. About 090, we're just back over that way. ADF should be fixed to go behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this right here to the direction I want to fly. That the setting on that, there it is, just past the ADF. Bring it around. Now I'm off a little bit, but this is Lake Charney. I knew it'd be good enough to see it. And we're coming around. We're gonna come to the left, right-hand side of the lake. Looks like it's elongated, so we come in this end, turn in on it. I don't know how big it is. Hopefully, sure it's big enough to land on. I never checked it, never looked at it, other than seeing it on the map. And that's where we headed for today. It's gonna be a sort of a short flight, I think. In my first little plane called the Gold Rush. What the world? Is there a train blowing? Is somebody in here with me? Nope. I guess that's an engine simulator, but it's the engine sounds or something, but don't know. I wanted to look at something, don't know what I want to look at. Oh yeah, I know what it was. Be right back. Sorry, that anymore. Thought maybe somebody was on Discord with me, but it ain't. I closed. I restarted a while ago, and I never just opened Discord back up. Anyway, well, we come down now. This the airport altitude behind me was 2,129 feet. It should be close to something out here. So down about 5,000 for now. We'll watch the ground. If we get too close, we'll do something else. Slow down about 140. Raising our water floats up. We're going to be getting on the water, so let's go and put them back down and help Caddy when he hits the water. There we go. Didn't take the first try. Now they're down. Check the wheels out. The way they work, we're not going to leave them in the water. We'll see if I'm slow enough to put them down, I'll hurt them. Back up. See if he's has enough cookies today. What about Cookie? Little something to drink or something along the line or something. Sure looks happy. I guess because he's flying such pretty planes. If I can do this right here. Nope. Sometimes you can actually get inside these planes. Anyway, we're going to go with that right there. Lakes. I think we done got off the lake a little bit. Back out a little further. There's the lake. I'm gonna take over the plane now. Autopilot off. I have control. My throttle's right. I have a little bit high. Fifty something miles from that VOR at that first airport we passed. We're about 60 miles away. About 65 probably to the airport. But I had no idea where we started, how far it was. Which was 7,000 feet. It ain't ever came down. I told you to be slow about it. We're gonna make a haste of it. A little closer to the ground. I had flown a whole lot in my life. Just a little clumsy. I don't really. I'd rather fly the Ballfire than I had this one. If I'm going to do much flying. If you're going to do water, this makes it pretty good. Start preparing for this water. Get this thing where you can drag it in. You want to get that nose back up there. Still doing 120 knots. 2,500 feet from the ground. It's telling me wheels. We don't use wheels at this. Back it off, it should put that for the wheels. If you use full flaps, it expects you to put the wheels down. That bothers me if you offer here because you don't use anytime the air or water flaps, water are down, that shouldn't come on. Coming in. Should touch down about 90 to 80 to 90. But it won't fly under. It'll be, definitely drift at that point. About 100 she starts getting down. The Ballfire drop the left wing get under 100. That left wing will fall on you. Don't watch it. Mess you up big time. Coming down. There's 3, but it's elevation about too. I don't want to get in these trees before I get to the water, but I don't want to be so high across the lake before it turns down. It looks like a pretty good sized lake though. Almost bigger than the one we just left. I'm gonna go full flood before I get there, even if it does make noise. That way I can get a little slower before she touches down. Under 100. Under 90. I don't think she'll fly at this if we try to hold altitude. On the water, that was a good landing. Flaps up. You want to slow down, just go turning. Turning. We'll come to a stop. The blades may still, prop may still drag you just a little. We'll shut the engines down. That looks pretty good right there. Right there, a little bit off her. Shouldn't really act up that much while I'm turning. Like hitting the brakes a little more than it should. Some sand up yonder back. That may be a sandy place back yonder. Like a little sandy place right yonder. But it is not, I don't know. The waves popping around a bit, ain't there? week, and I think probably going to shut this server down. There's a good place right there, the beach it looks like. Let's see if we can stop it moving forward. Get ready to put the wheels down on it. There they go, wheels going down. Put them down in the water. If it ain't too muddy, we'll crawl up on it. It'll pop up just like it did a while ago, probably. All of a sudden. Looks like a bank. I heard him fly by, whoever he was. Comes nothing in. Let's raise the water rotors up. There they go. Keep finna fly by my plane. Buzzed me a little bit. Well, as it is, they're gonna matter. I better shut down anyway. I could leave it up to them to play with. It don't matter to me. For right now. Anyway, let's shut this thing down. We're gonna go back in here. Electrical panel. Fuel panel. Where's the fuel panel? Is that alright? Let's shut the fuel off. Shut the magnetos off. That's it. She's down. Wheels are down. Flaps are up. Fuel shut off. We should have plenty of fuel actually. We've got on board 331 more gallons. I have a T6 Texan substituted by Beaver. He got a nice plain T6 Texan. If it's the old one, well, they've got a T6 Texan too. It ain't really a Texan. It's something else. It's really not. I've got both somewhere. I'm in the multiplayer. I can't change planes. Anyway, we lake to lake, up on the beach, stop, ready to go for the next flight. We may start off right here next time. If I do, I'll have to preset because it won't save the game. But this will be a good place to restart. Next time, if I got anything else around to fly to, would have to be an amphibian to get out. Well, I could get off with a small plane off that beach here, for that matter. Okay, that's it. This town done be going bye-bye, and I'll catch y'all later. That's the flight for today. I'm trying to get one in about every day or so. I just do it a little bit real long. And I try to have a different plane every time I can, especially when I got some good looking ones to put up. This thing here is a good looking plane. Panel a little kiddish, but the plane itself really looks good. Whoever did that job done a fine job. But I don't know who. All right, gone bye bye. Catch y'all later.